Good evening, family. Black man, black woman. I guess you want to call this an evening edition, of the real deal. I tell you, it's cold outside, boy. It's going to get colder. We got a blizzard coming, so it's time to buck up, I guess. Let's get with this commentary. You know, the chief of police in the sheriff's department has way too much power. You know, if anybody remember J. Edgar Hoover, you know, he had the presidents under surveillance, you know, recording their phone calls. Kennedy, Eisenhower, Roosevelt. He was a very dangerous man, and he was the director of the FBI for like 50 years. Murdered a whole lot of freedom fighters. Destroyed a whole lot of lives. But what I want to go back in time a little bit, you know, to kind of give you an idea of what the topic of this video is, family. Bull Connor, like the bull. He was the commissioner of Birmingham Public Safety Commission. Basically, he was over the chiefs of police, and he was over the fire department, anything that got anything to do with public safety, from 1957 to 1963. Actually, the year I was born. And he was what you call a Southern Democrat. Yes, a Democrat. So, getting off topic a little bit, you know, when you talk about Republicans and Democrats, they're both racist. They're both racist. And I'm finally so glad that our people is realizing that both of them parties is not for us at all. Now back to the lecture at hand, family. Bull Connor, when the Southern Christian Leadership Conference that was held in Birmingham, and, you know, protesting the civil rights, Bull Connor his job was to deny civil rights and to enforce racial segregation. That's where the fire hoses and the police dogs came in. I mean, if you look at some of that footage, you know, it's sad, and, you know, it just shows you how evil and cowardice that white people are, but they want to claim that they so progressive, but they're not. He was so brutal, and when they showed that on national TV back in the 60s, and the world saw the hypocrisy of America, that's when the government decided, Lyndon B. Johnson decided that we need to draft, you know, some legislation to protect black people, which is what we call today the Civil Rights Act. Now, the police job, especially the chiefs of police and the sheriff's department job, hasn't historically changed since Jim Crow and since the Reconstruction. The police department is basically unchanged. Every other institution has made some minor changes when it's concerning black folks, except the police department, and that's by design. The police department has never been about to protect and to serve. It's always been about oppression and protecting their interests. You dig what I'm saying? And the same tactics that Bull Connor used is the same tactics that modern day police force is using. They might not be using the dogs and the fire hoses, but you better believe when you got three brothers that's protesting, it can just be one with a sign. The police are mobilized. They mobilize their forces with armored vehicles, heavy armor, heavy body armor, automatic weapons. You look like the fucking army, which is what they is, an occupying army in the black community. Bull Connor, Sheriff Newell, all these chiefs of police that you see in a news conference after a black man get killed, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You know, back in Bull Connor's day, if a black man got killed by the police, you wouldn't even hear nothing about it. You better not come up to the police station talking about we want justice. No justice, no peace. They come out with the fire hoses and the dog. That's how they roll. And with Donald Trump in office, those same police tactics is gonna come back. So you better ready yourself for it. That's why a lot of YouTubers and OGs and, you know, militant ass brothers out here is like, fuck a protest. Fuck a protest. You know, it's about protecting you and your family and protecting yourself if you don't have a family. You know, that's what it's about. And trying to come together. But look up Bull Connor, family. Look it up. And you will see the similarities between the chiefs of police of today and of yesteryear. It's nothing changed. Nothing's changed. That's why I always say, shit, all this shit out here ain't nothing but a rerun to me, just with different faces. You know, white supremacy is alive and well. The coons is just more coons than I ever seen in my life. And it's just more young people that's just not aware of what's about to happen to their ass. You know, because they so programmed. The chiefs of police and the sheriff's department, law enforcement, they turning it up. They turning it up. But you'll never get any justice with that Bull Connor mentality. Never. Even with a black police chief. A cop is a cop, man. A cop is a cop. That's why, you know, stay away from the police, man. You know, it ain't worth it trying to get no felony. Going to jail ain't cool at all. Let me get on up out of here. Let me get out of here and get my material ready for the next video. I'm the real deal out of the city of Gary, Indiana. Peace.